that says, go
Yeah,
make
go.
your plan happen. We have to, but
No, but we
that's
talked
not to
about-
say that we
Right.
can't champion the plan
We
and,
talked about little boutique.
Yeah.
Pam thought that if the city would let us have a building for a month,
yeah.
like
Pop-up shops.
Oh, yeah,
pop-up shop, put somebody in and see if it goes,
Yeah.
then they can take it over.
You'll have to talk to Eric Van Duzen. Do you guys know Eric?
Yes,
Because
well.
he's new to city government, and he's got
Oh, yeah.
really cool ideas
Now,
about
we
that
came up with
kind
that
of stuff.
years ago.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
he loves those kind of ideas, so. Okay, so those are really our mapping exercises. So the next thing we're gonna do is, let me see.
What do you love?
Yeah, let me see if there's anything on here. So, let me ask this question as neighborhood leaders. What kind of resources could the city provide you? And keeping in mind that we don't have a lot of money, but what would be very helpful to you as a neighborhood group in being most effective in your work you do with the community?
Can I stick my hand in?
Yeah.
All right. With all due respect to my lovely wife and to Mike, who both work very hard with the Lyle Otis Neighborhood Association, I will tell you that I think one of the hardest things is when you talk, we just a little dovetail with what we were just speaking about drawing in other leaders, business
Yep.
people to
Yep.
make things happen. Right now, there's 20 people in this room, and there are 6,000 people
Yeah, right.
in a 5-mile radius who have no idea we're even here.
Right.
One of the things that really needs to happen, and I love the comment earlier about getting suburban points of view, because they do come into the city and work, and I've been pushing my wife to recruit more.
Okay.
One of the things I would really love to see the city do is some sort of a campaign where people who live in the city, who live in neighborhoods like Lyle Otis,
Yep.
understand that there are places for them to speak their mind. They're, bring in their concerns.
Okay.
And like I said, they don't even know we're here. And
So
there are
you'd
some
like
places.
to-
I'm sure Maplewood has a vibrant.
No, I wouldn't be so sure.
Not that much.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I was just at Maplewood, and they had less neighborhood memberships. There were more outside people at that meeting that her and I both attended than actual neighbors.
Yeah. So I think what I'm hearing you
Or
say
Diane.
is that you would like the city to help promote
Yes.
the neighborhood associations as such an important part of city living.
Well,
But not, wait a minute, excuse me, but not the black clubs that they did, they broke it up. We have 4 black clubs in this area, okay?
Okay?
And none of them are big and private, they have their people come,
Okay?
okay? A lot of them don't meet at all.
Yeah.
The city said, make black club, make black club.
Right.
What good was it? Nobody has it, nobody comes.
So you want
They don't
that
come
city,
here.
you want the city to really focus on the neighborhood association.
Yes, that's the major thing.
Yeah, all right, well, that's really good
Yeah.
feedback, because that's something we could do.
We've asked for funding for mailings to
For
reach
mailings,
people
so-
directly.
Funding for mailing.
Because if it's coming from the city, it's reliable, it's not a scam.
Right.
If it's me,
Right.
who are you? I don't
No,
know
we
you,
didn't say
you
mail
know.
from us. We said when the campaign people,
Yeah,
mailing, put in a Lyle Otis
Yes.
thing.
Okay.
Yes.
They do in that area. The phone company,
So
gas and electric.
yes.
Okay, got that.
The water bill,
The
yeah.
water bill.
Water bill, okay.
Why can't they just put something in
Right,
or give a list of the neighborhood groups in the city?
okay,
Yeah.
great, good
Part
feedback.
about it is, he mentioned earlier, we have a very high concentrate. We do have homeowners, but we also have a high concentrate of transients who
Right.
personally don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't care.
And there's
They
nothing you
rent,
can do about
they're
that.
in, they're
Not gonna
out.
be
Right.
here then.
But
I
I
know.
think, I think that, again, and I'm trying to be positive.
Yep.
I know I got a little.
You can go down a rabbit hole if you
I got a
let
little
yourself.
lemon juice there earlier, but I'm gonna try to pull the nose up, because I remain optimistic. I
Yeah,
mean, that's.
Right,
That's
that we have to, right? You
one
have
of
to.
the, because I'm looking forward here when, what do you love about your neighborhood, Right now, I mean, it's really hard to even express something like that. For me, both houses on either side of us, we own the home. Both houses are vacant.
They were both drug houses.
And I really, I was like, standing on my chair and cheering when Duffy was mayor and started really going after these, abandoned houses and really started tearing them down.
Well, and the Mayor Warren is really, that's a big push from her too, is demolition of the houses.
But
that
I
are-
think that, and she mentioned, talking about that if they were, going to set up housing, was it going to be affordable, or is it going to
Right.
be loft type things that are, high ticket, like the stuff that they put up in Cornhill
Yep,
or
yep.
anything like that.
Downtown, they're doing a
I
lot
think
of
that,
that.
and I think that it starts with, like I said, I am going to be spreading the survey as much as I possibly can and trying to encourage people to, spread
Right.
it to their groups of friends, and, that way you can get the most amount of engagement.
right.
There's got to be some sort of mechanism, and I'll leave it to, you,
Yep.
the group, or whoever to decide how to really start pulling people in. It's like,
Yeah.
at the worst, we're all here, let's make the best of it. And at the best, let's see what we can build.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I just think that, there, like I said, there's not enough people that are actually physically engaged. And I'd
Yeah,
love to reach
and I think
out.
that's something that we're gonna
And there's-
focus
wait a minute,
on. Hey,
ma'am.
does anyone mind if we take pictures of this group, by the way?
No,
Does anyone have any
no.
problem with
Okay.
that?
There's one other thing that we need, or should have, is every time
No? Okay. that's
every
fine.
time we try
That's
to-
why we ask, that's why we ask.
every time we try to do a
Both of
function,
you?
Yes.
Yep, okay, got it, thank you.
every time we try to do a function, the
Yeah.
city says no.
Yeah.
We need $1 million insurance.
Oh.
We need other stuff. So all the stuff that we come up with ideas, the city say no. How
Yeah.
can we afford, the neighborhood groups, afford $1 million insurance?
Okay.
Like, we're ready to go with the LAF, L-A-A-F, the Lyle Area Arts Fest.
Yep,
Yeah, we can't afford the, what is it, the off-duty police officers, the
Right.
security,
Right.
we don't have generators in our parks, running water, facilities.
okay.
It makes it very difficult.
All that would change if we could have one event and make the money to become a 501c3.
But then we still,
No.
then we
You
still
should
have
buy
to,
it.
we still have to have the funds to pay for those things, though.
Yeah.
But yes, we want to
That's
do
definitely an
some
obstacle. That's a
fundraisers.
barrier to you doing
Huge.
what you need to do, is by the city forcing that. So we'll
Right.
put that down and see what we can pursue. We will be sure, we'll make sure that if
Yeah.
only people get their pictures taken, that care. that
Has
care.
anyone suggested having a small movie theater on that brownfield site? Because to go to a city theater, you're either going to the Lyle, or, I'm sorry, the little theater that's in the center of the
Yep.
city, or the cinema, which is in the South Wedge.
Yep. So, I mean, I think that's a really good idea. I think you need to recognize that, again, that's a hard business plan to make work.
A small, like a 4, matter of fact, my daughter was saying, because I said maybe a 2-screen, she says, well, what about a 4? Then you could have a G, a PG, a PG-13, and an R.
And get everybody.
And I said that, this is why we needed these different perspectives.
We will pass it on to Eric Van Duzen and see, because
Yeah.
he's the commercial
If you
guy.
can't, I was gonna say, if you can't keep a 7-Eleven open, I think
I
that
don't
it
know.
would be a hard sell for an investor to come in and say, yeah, I'll take the risk to put
Right.
up a movie theater, knowing
Because
that.
once you build that, there's not a lot more, there's like that, that's such a unique building type that you haven't got a plan B.
Oh, right.
So you'd have to get someone who's really cool, really really knows what they're doing and can make this work. But doesn't mean it's not an idea we can't, we won't raise, we'll consider. So, we're getting to the
Okay.
end of the time, because we always said an hour and a half is our maximum amount of time we'll take people's time up. So what we're gonna do now is what we're doing with all of our neighborhoods, and again, this is along the whole line that we're taking in the conference plan about neighborhood revitalization, supporting our neighborhoods. And I heard you say some of that today about supporting neighborhood groups. So in line with that, we want to help promote Lyle Otis. So
I think so.
we would like to have you guys, where am I? Oh, here we go. So, if I said to you guys, oops, I don't like this one. What do you love about your neighborhood? what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you love about your neighborhood?
Diversity. And you'll find it all on my street.
Yes.
What else do you love about your neighborhood?
Actually in my church, Holy Apostles Church.
Convenience to the expressway.
Well, convenient to any place. You
Oh,
can get to
That's
any
right,
place
we're
in the
centrally
city.
located.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbors,
Mhm.
the neighbors.
Yeah, to the extent that you can get your neighbors to come out, there's very nice people here.
Yeah.
Some are elderly and afraid to even come out.
Yes.
But, you know, since, and it was just only the last few years that we've really said, okay, we've been here 20 years, let's go and try to actually meet some of the people who live
Yeah.
across the street from us.
Yeah.
So I put neighbors and I also put like
Yeah.
community, that sense of community that you guys have here.
Yeah, especially with the fire
We
station
have-
being close by
A
too.
fire station?
Yes.
My son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a great resource.
Our
They're
public
phenomenal.
service
They are. My
servants
son
are
loves-
amazing.
They're
Number 5.
And
phenomenal.
our
Wow, that's great to hear.
Number 5 and number 3.
Yep.
5 and 3?
And then my
we
son,
got
if
three.
he wasn't out there playing, he would say the library. He loves this library.
Yeah, only we need more parking in a bigger room.
Yes.
It
Yes.
took us 20 years to get this one.
Yes.
This is a nice
Yes.
room.
Yes.
I
Took us
would
a long
love
time.
to have people come down our street in the summertime, because we have a fairly nice population of Asians.
Oh, really?
And and the lady on my side of the street, 6 o'clock in the morning, you come out to enjoy this, the sunrise, you just take a, she's cooking, and it's garlic and
Oh,
ginger,
yum.
it's like,
So that's the diversity you're
Love the
talking
neighborhood.
about. Yeah, that's great. Good for
Our
you.
our parks are nice if
don't eat
we
the eggs.
water some other.
Some amenities.
Yeah, our parks are beautiful.
Yeah.
We just do all the exercise.
And historic.
And-
Our Wilson Park is
Yeah.
where the Haloid company was begun, and that became Xerox Corporation.
first
Right.
Xerox.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of history in this
Yeah.
area.
Very
Ragu
lot of
was
history.
begun right here.
Right here, across
right
the street was the first
here.
Ragu.
And then they moved across the street when it was Cantasano, and then up on Lee
Okay.
Road. Yeah, so a lot of
My
history.
father tells me the story about how one time he was in a bowling alley and
Right here.
some guy
Yeah.
came up and said, "You should buy Haloid stock."
Uh-huh.
And my father was too young, and he was like, whatever. And then he'd be a rich man today if he did.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we are, oh, go ahead.
No,
We are located, our neighborhood is located where the Erie Canal currently flows and
Yep.
where it originally flowed.
Right.
Those
Oh,
are our
that's cool.
boundaries.
Oh,
So history
yeah,
of yesterday and
that's
today and the future.
I don't know
Yes.
if anybody's seen the new Ragu commercial. They talk about the
Yes.
woman who started Ragu
Yeah.
and how it was started on a porch in Western New York.
Ah,
Right here.
It was in Lyle Otis?
Right
right
here.
Right across the
Come
street.
on.
Here.
Number 5. It was
Here.
house
I'm
number
gonna
5.
put this on here.
We had the Ragu, we had the Xerox, we had the
It
Kodak.
shows an old house, but they never say that she's from Rochester, but everybody in their
You
front.
didn't get my history book? All these time I knew you? I made a big history
Yeah.
book.
Really?
Oh, yeah. On the canal,
You get
Mike.
all the history.
You've never given it to me.
Oh, just this.
Darn it.
You know.
And Mike, you
Go
were
back.
working in this neighborhood association when I started with the city 29
Yes.
years ago.
31 years ago.
Wow.
Please go to lyleotis.com, and on that page, go all the way down to the left. There's about a history, there's a link.
That's cool.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't need any more than this because,
Yeah.
first of all, that's a great list, and I really appreciate you guys getting all excited when we started, when we're talking about this. So, because we're trying to prioritize the thing you love the most about your neighborhood in every neighborhood in the city, we would like it if you could use your dots here and put one dot on two different things, or put two dots on one thing if one thing stands out to you. And I know this is painful because you want to put a dot on every single thing, because I totally feel the same way. But yeah, we want to see if we can prioritize the list. So one dot on two things, or two dots on one thing. Before you leave today, come up here and put your dots on here. And
We need a few more dots over
oh,
here.
you need more dots. So and this again, in the end, we're going to be promoting and helping to sell Lyle Otis, and this is part of our
I need some.
campaign.
Your son needs some.
For selling Lyle
I know
Otis
which ones
And my
to.
daughter.
and helping promote. Is there anything else that didn't get said tonight that someone is dying to say? Yep.
Yes, also within the area, I know we do have like the gray, litter boxes around for the trash. If there's a way that, could come up with a way to get it to where more people realize, because the trash around the city is a real...
So litter is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real
Litter
big
is a problem.
disgrace. My
Enforce the
son
laws.
loves to pick up around the church area and
Okay.
everything.
Wow, that's great that he does that.
He ever since he was like 2.5.
He picks litter up around the
Yeah.
church?
Around our church and then over on Lyle Holy Apostles Church
Aw,
and
I wish
even
he was
within
here that
there.
we could thank him for that.
Oh yeah, he's actually the play area.
But I get the wrappers from the kids on the street. When the kids eat candy, they give me a wrapper.
I don't understand that.
It's no problem. I have no problem. I just tell them, this is the way it is.
Yeah, plus he's a big fan of
Every time a
recycling.
trash
So.
container is put out, it ends up getting destroyed. That's the problem.
Or not.
Okay, well, okay, so we need more durable trash
Yes.
receptacles.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
because we have a proliferation of the car dealerships and the used tire places and places we don't want, we end up getting the lion's share of the dumped tires
Okay.
all around our neighborhood.
Okay.
It is a blight, and as Bruce
Interesting.
can,
Yeah,
I'm always
it's a
sending him
disgrace.
pictures, so he and Tammy are well aware.
Okay.
But it's a constant battle.
That's awful.
As well as those annoying signs that are visual litter
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Because those are
We buy
scamming
your
on people,
house,
yeah.
Pay cash for your house.
So,
We buy your
tell me
diabetes
about these signs that are causing a problem. Are they
Buy
hooked?
houses.
Where are they? So they're ones that they pound into.
Yes, they do.
They
to
put them on the light post. They-
And they
post?
come at
Okay.
night with ladders.
We'll buy your diabetes test strips.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
encouraging crime.
So you're not talking
Yeah.
about like A-frame signs?
No,
You're
no.
talking about literally those
Posted.
that are put.
Yeah.
There's- I don't know who it is selling mattresses, but
Yeah.
now he's gone to ground, because he's about as low on the pole as you could possibly get. I've seen some of them.
And the sneaker place and, just, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Something you guys
So we go down
at
and
the-
pull them off, but,
It's difficult right now, one, because you call and a lot of times you don't get a straight answer. You don't
Right.
answer all, you get a voicemail. And two, is something that RPD has to.
Okay, okay.
When Ryan was with Bruce, we met, all the presidents met, he told us to rip them down.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can rip them
We
down.
do.
Yeah,
He
we've been
said,
doing
just
that.
watch it, so you don't get in trouble, but rip them down.
Why would you get in trouble? They're in the public right of way.
No,
That
but it's
belongs-
somebody who's putting them up.
yeah. They yelled at me and Harmony when we were pulling it down. I'm like, you can't put it
But,
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was yeah.
But
Yeah.
back to these
Wow.
questions about litter, back when I worked for Tops, we used to talk about a clean area promotes a clean area.
Yes.
And a dirty
Yes.
area will promote.
Litter promotes litter. It's disorder breeds disorder. So the more that's when the city, graffiti, the city always had a policy to clean up graffiti immediately, because graffiti breeds more graffitis. It's the same thing with, anything that like that disorder.
Broken windows.
Yep. Yep.
Could you drive by 116 Cameron Street in the daytime? It, maybe 3 years ago, had a fence, it was beautiful, right there on the corner. It is now one of the most blighted sites, broken windows.
What
people-
happened?
Abandonment by the lady from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Peeling off the siding.
Oh my
Every
God.
broken window, I mean, it is
That's
horrific.
sad, isn't it?
It's horrific.
It's sad.
We have about 12 vacant properties on our street right now.
Which is only 2
So,
blocks long.
yeah, yeah. So when we're,
Do you live on Cameron?
yes, since
Okay.
87.
So I'm just curious. How's Cameron Ministries for you guys? Are you?
They're awesome.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see them expand and continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super.
I volunteered there. No,
Oh,
so
did ya?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Youth group, yeah.
The one thing about 116 is, when I moved into the neighborhood 16 years ago, it was a nice house. And it was well kept, and the lawns were getting mowed. Now it looks like
A bomb
it's
exploded.
disgusting. You don't even want to tell people you live on next, my
Yeah.
street runs.
Who owns it now?
The lady from Pittsburgh,
She still owns it?
as far as I know. I could look on the map thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
116 Cameron?
116, it's right on the corner of Cameron and Elsden. And, I mean, within 3 years-ish, it
Okay.
downhill with a bullet.
All right, so, thank you
Oh.
very much. Well,
And I'm sorry, at the Celebrate City Living
Yes.
event, one of the things we want to do is encourage home ownership
Ownership.
and to get in when the price is very low, when, okay, you got to take it down to the rafters and the boards and all that, but you can get it for a song
Right.
and establish roots in a neighborhood at a younger age. You know, we
So home ownership
beg,
is, yeah, that's
you know?
something, I'm glad you said that because we can put that down as definitely a goal of this.
It's been a goal of our neighborhood forever.
Yeah.
It's amazing how the very few empty houses on our street are now being filled. So what we still have 9 is, it's just dead stop now. But anyway, the thing is, 16 is just a blight.
116.
116,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what I know about, what I can learn about that, so. All right, well, I think that takes care of our evening. So we've got a lot of information to take back from Lila Otis, so thank you. But do not leave without putting your dots on here because I want to make sure we get everybody's opinion on it.
And we had
I
some
don't know if
folks.
there's an easy way to get up here. We'll have to make sure we do.
Yeah, we had folks on the Nextdoor app asking for, like, the notes that you took, if you could share those with me and I could post them.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there were people who, there was, in particular, a couple of folks who were hard of hearing and we didn't realize that we had to arrange the ASL interpreter, so they did not come. I don't know how many interpreters you got for the other neighborhood meetings.
Only when, we basically have been asking people to invite us to their meeting, so we are making assumptions that if there is someone in your community that's hard of hearing, that you guys have worked it out. Or you could let me know ahead of time. Because we have
Okay.
ASL interpreters that we could engage, but we don't know.
Okay,
So usually we try to know ahead of time. But we gotta get better at that. We
yeah,
do.
overall,
We
thank
do.
you.
The city does.
Thank you.
We met with the Center for Disability Rights last week, and they had some eye-opening
Yes.
comments
yes.
for us.
Oh, I'm, oh, yes.
Piece of trash right there.
Getting ready to pick it up. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before folks leave, we were hoping, let's see.
Can you send me that video?
Yes, before folks leave, we wanted to introduce Alicia Ward, Miss Alicia from Baden Street Settlement. She wanted to just give us a little information about the advanced technology training that you have. And so please, come on up, let us know the dates and times, and we will scan this and put us on the Facebook page as well. So Miss Alicia.
For recycling
Yes.
and stuff too, so this is very.
Thank you.
So good evening, everybody.
Still loves his.
And Pam, thank you for the invitation.
Always.
It's a pleasure being with you this evening. My name is Alicia Ward, and I manage the SUNY Attain Computer Lab at Baden Street Settlement. Attain stands for Advanced Technology Training and Information Networking. And although we are at Baden Street Settlement, we are open to anyone that is a resident of New York State. So we are not just for Baden neighborhood residents. So that's why I'm glad to be here with you this evening to let you know
right.
about the Attain Lab.
Kids.
So I generally ask everyone, how many people have ever paid taxes in your life? Have ever had to pay taxes for anything ever?
Everybody.
right.
Let's look.
I've had a hard time getting jobs.
How many people like paying taxes?
Oh, me, no, I'm kidding.
Nobody likes to pay taxes.
Nobody likes to pay taxes.
I like to pay taxes.
Congratulations.
She's the first one, right?
That's how I have a job. I pay taxes.
That's right.
Well, as my grandfather once said, that if you work for the country, you can pay the taxes for the country.
The Attain Lab.
There you go.
That was the way.
This is
I mean,
your
that's how we take care of
taxes,
people.
tax dollars at work.
Okay.
Okay? These are your tax dollars at work. We have a plethora of computer-based training available to you. We have academic enrichment, math, reading available to you. We have occupational instruction, background and on nursing, customer service, clerical skills, electrical, plumbing. These are occupational searches. So people that may not know what they want to do as a job, they can come to the Attain Lab and learn about these different occupations. We also have digital literacy. There are a number of people who still don't know how to use a computer except for Facebook and maybe email. We have the opportunity for individuals to come to the Attain Lab and gain digital literacy skills. And as well, we have the opportunity for individuals to come to the Attain Lab and get Microsoft Office certifications at no cost to you. Again, your tax dollars at work. These certifications cost over $100 each, but at no cost to you. All you have to do is come to Baden Street, do the training, and pass the exams, get certified. These certifications are academic credit, college credit worthy. So you can take your certification to Monroe Community College, you can take the certification to SUNY Brockport and get academic credit. This is an opportunity for high school seniors and college students to get a jump start, to take the course, get the certification, and get academic credit before they even get to campus, or enrich their
livelihood.
Exactly. They enrich their livelihood, opportunity to add credit, academic credits at no cost to them unless the university requires transfer
Right, yeah.
credits. Okay?
Miss Alicia, you
Yes.
said high school seniors. What if there was like an industrious 15-year-old? Do you allow them to take the class?
We are open to those who are 17 and older.
Okay.
Okay? Certifications and enrollment in Attain are for those who are 17.
How about GEDs? Like, there's a lot of kids in the neighborhood right on the street. They all come to me because I'm the oldest, I lived there the longest, so I should know everything, which I don't, which is good.
They need you.
And they believe me, they do. These kids, they try to do it for so long, and then they quit. They can't handle it.
What they would do, I encourage them to come to the Attain Lab
Okay.
and do the math training that we have, do the reading comprehension that we have, the writing that we have, so that they can get into Rochester EOC. Because Rochester EOC and Attain are under the same umbrella, which is the University Center for Academic and Workforce Development.
Right.
At Rochester EOC, in order to get into their GED program, you have to score a certain score on the test of adult basic education, TABE test. And a lot of times, if you've been rusty, you don't score that well on the TABE test, they send you a letter and it says, we're sorry you didn't reach the required score to get into the GED course. Go to the Attain Lab at Baden Street, do those courses, and come back next year. Well, a lot of times people, like you said, they get frustrated. They say, oh, next year, I finally got up enough nerve this year,
Right.
and now you're telling me come back next year?
Yeah.
And they don't.
Right.
So I encourage people, come to me first.
Okay.
And it's a self-paced environment. So you can come in, I have a schedule. This is our schedule here. I'm going to pass this around. And I'm going to pass our information sheet.
Sounds like you might need a few.
Okay, this side of the sheet, please put your name, if your interest, and your telephone number. If you have email, put your email on here, okay? And it shows that I was here, and I can contact you later, okay?
All right.
As well as this is, ultimately this goes to Pam so she can put it on the website, but these are all of our course offerings. And the Microsoft training, we have ebooks, so the electronic textbooks that you will be using for those trainings, and videos from Microsoft. Anyone have any questions? Anyone interested? They might be interested right now, or know people in the neighborhood who could benefit from Attain training. Any ideas? Just write them down for me. Any other questions? Any questions?
Miss Alicia, I would suggest you speak with Miss Jennifer here at the library,
Okay.
because she may know some specific individuals.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. Well, I thank you for your time, your attention, and I look forward to seeing more individuals from the Lyle Otis neighborhood at the Attain Lab. Also, there is an Attain Lab at the SUNY Rochester EOC. So you are more than welcome and encouraged to attain with Attain.
Thank you, thank you.